Eastern Ukraine has once again become the scene of deadly clashes between the government troops and pro-Russian forces. The pro-Russian forces accused Kiev troops of shelling their towns, resulting in civilian casualties. The Ukrainian military accused the pro-Russians of storming Avdiivka, a town 22 kilometers from the pro-Russian stronghold Donetsk.
Apart from the heavy shelling of the Ukrainian army positions, the enemy fired at the residential areas in Avdiivka. 2 civilians were wounded by the shrapnel.
The clashes coincided with the U.S. President Donald Trump's call for better relations with Moscow and possible removal of anti-Russia sanctions over Moscow's role in eastern Ukraine. This has alarmed Kiev, with Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko calling on preserving the sanctions until the conflict is resolved.
We are sure that today there is a need for united and decisive steps to motivate the Russian side to sit at the negotiation table, to motivate them to implement the Minsk agreements and primarily its security component.
While Kiev says that its interests are safe due to the bipartisan support in the U.S. Congress, many analysts say that there is a great risk that Trump may trade Ukraine for deals in other parts of the world.
The change of the administration in the U.S. has altered the approach towards Ukraine. Earlier, Democrats considered Ukraine to some extent as a means of confronting Russia and defending their interests in Eastern Europe and post-Soviet space. Now the U.S. sees Ukraine as a problem that needs to be resolved and that hinders trade with Russia and fighting with ISIS.
Close to 10,000 people were killed since fighting between the government troops and pro-Russian fighters seeking independence from Kiev erupted in April 2014. Kiev and the West accuse Moscow of supporting the militants and imposed anti-Russia sanctions. Moscow denies the accusations. Talking in Berlin, Ukrainian and German leaders once again stressed the absence of alternatives to the peace plan agreed in Minsk, Belarus back in February 2015. This new escalation of fighting in eastern Ukraine casts a shadow once again over the future of the Minsk agreement and its capacity to resolve the conflict. Len Savchuk, Press TV, Kiev.